Hello, all my kings and queens. I'm saying hi. You're reporting live from the solar mine of China. Yeah, I think I like that. What's up, my kings?
What's up, my spiritual beings? Welcome to Sage Sunday. We're officially on YouTube now, so now you guys can see my pretty face along with whoever else I may have as a guest in the future on YouTube. But we're going to talk about episode 11, which is shadow work. And I'm actually kind of been eager to talk about this. So a lot of people who are trying to get in the realm of spirituality and everything wants to know what shadow work is. And so pretty much shadow work is dealing with your darker self. I like to call it dealing with your demons. And with dealing with your demons, it doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. I always like to say to make friends with your demons, like become friends with your demons, because honestly, once you become cool with the concept of you can really control your dark side of you and you can control your physical and the light side of you, then you pretty have your life pretty much balanced. And so the dark side is pretty much all the bad things that, you kind of do or go through, your traumas, all types of stuff. And so the first thing with dealing with shadow work is you have to learn how to heal your traumas. Once you heal from your traumas and you deal with your traumas, because you got to deal with them to heal from them, then things will start to go into works. This shadow work really comes into play, especially when you're going through your spiritual awakening phase, because that's when they're going to attack the most. That's when the shadows, feel like they need to attack you because you're elevating. And honestly, that's just really how life works. Anytime you elevate, it's always seem like, every time you're doing good, something has to happen or whatever the case may be. Well, yeah, the shadows don't want to see you success in life. Your shadows don't want to see you, complete whatever you're trying to complete to elevate your higher self. And so they're going to try to do anything and everything to stop that. But once you pretty much have that in control, it's really, when it comes its way, you won't really go through. For example, for me, like, at first I had it bad where when things pretty much wasn't going my way or things wasn't working out, I would start having anxiety, I would get depressed and all of that. But now when things doesn't work out, or when things are not going my way at the moment, I just really, I pray, I choose better words of, okay, instead of saying I don't have this or I can't, I'm like, okay, I don't have it yet, but I'm working towards it. Or, I'm not going to let that stop me. But now I don't really go through that as much as I did in the past because, for one, like I said, I healed my traumas. And two, I'm pretty much working with my shadow self. It's like you can come at me, but I'm pretty much going to fight you because you're not going to win. I'm elevating. You see that. You're trying to stop me, but you're not going to succeed at it. So, really once you complete, the whole process of praying, get you a routine going. Get you a routine going that, that is actually, that will benefit you in your corner when these times come. Things that will, meditating, praying every day or every other day, just start you a routine. And that's what I started to do. And so, once again, like I say, once you start to learn how to really work with your demons, then you really conquered your shadow work. You conquered it. And I know a lot of people I used to at first, used to think that shadow work was dealing with magic in a way. or spells and stuff like that. And sometimes it can come into play. However, it's really more so of you working on yourself. Shadow work, and no matter what, shadow work is the main person is you. You have to, at the end of the day, your own competition. You are your own, everything. Like, you have to fight yourself, and you have to win that battle. Especially, like I keep saying, you're trying to elevate here. You got to remember, like, you're trying to elevate. So while you're trying to elevate, what is these things that you want to accomplish? What is these things you want to, to achieve? And when things are starting to come to block those blessings and block that, you have to sit here and say, you know what? Okay, I see this is happening, but I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm not going to even let it slow me down. Because you are trying to stop me, I'm going to even go harder. And you will be so surprised how when you start to do those things and you start to say those affirmations to yourself, how things will start to put into play. Like, honestly, everyone has trials and tribulations. And honestly, to me, I'm not going to say that my life is perfect or anything, but I don't let it faze me so much to the point where when something happens, I'm like, okay, oh, that happened? I didn't even know that tried to happen. It doesn't even, sometimes I don't even know it even existed. And so that's really you conquering your shadow self. And then when it comes to me doing my candles, my dress candles, for my clients, or anything I'm doing as far as like spiritual work for my clients, I work with my shadow self sometimes, depending on what it is. For example, if there is something where it's like, oh, okay, a reverse spell or a getaway. I like to say it's getaway for me, without any harm type of spells. A lot of people like to put stuff on people. I'm not that type of person. I don't put negative stuff on people, because at the end of the day, no matter if you're a light worker or a dark worker, you're still going to get that. You're still going to get whatever comes your way, times 3. And so I don't got time for that. I don't have time for that. So, when it comes to stuff like that, I just really talk to my ancestors and meditate on it and see what I need to do as far as a light worker. And I do it the right way. And so shadow work is all about who you are at the end of the day. Like, who are you? Who is China Maria? Who is she? Who is she trying to be in 5 years? Become friends with your demons. There's nothing wrong with that. Become friends with your shadow self. Don't let your shadow self beat you up. Don't let it conquer you. In fact, you become the person in control, and you tell your shadow self when things need to be done, and y'all work together. It's like yin yang. It's balance. Your shadow self is the black side, and you are the white, and it's a constant circle. It's balance at the end of the day, because regardless of what you're doing in life and who you are in life, the darkness needs the light, and the light needs the darkness. So that's why I say it is hard for some people to try to have it to where they can work with their higher shadow self. And it's like I say, you really have to, how can I put it? You really have to master you at the end of the day. And some people be like, oh, that's easy. You'll be surprised. When it comes to, trying to get your shadow self together, that's going to be a battle. That's going to be hell. That's going to be everything. Because it don't want to be controlled. It wants to be in control of you. It wants to have more power over you. It wants to have, more say so than you, and you can't allow that. You have to maintain that balance within yourself, within any work that you do, all of that. And so me being a conjurer, me doing hoodoo and voodoo and spiritual work, all of them names, me and my shadow self, we are best friends. We are best friends, and everything is balanced. Everything is balanced with that. So, my advice to anyone who's listening or watching, I am so happy this channel is on YouTube. But anybody who's listening or watching, I will tell you to put in a routine to control that. Meditation, for one, is the biggest thing because of the simple fact that you have to sit there and really focus on what you're trying to do. But pray. If you believe in a higher power out there, pray, meditate. Definitely have some sage handy, which I sell. Spiritual candles, which I also sell. So hit me up on that. I'm gonna have extra goodies as well that will also help along the way with this, that I will be dropping sometime this month, and I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. But, pray, meditate, really just get your life in order. It was something else too. Also, your dreams. Your dreams are depending on what you dream about. But those vivid dreams where you damn near can taste everything, see everything, smell everything, feel everything, write those down. It's the reason why you're having those dreams. And it could be because in the process of you working with your shadow self that you're going to have certain dreams. And of course you want to know what that dream means. But like I say, you have to pay attention. I always say this, especially when I told you guys, when I talked about spiritual awakening, and I talked about all this when it came to spiritualness, period, on my podcast in earlier episodes. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. And because with you paying attention is only how you're going to know if you're conquering and you're pretty much mastering your higher self. Like you are, putting it to where you can have that balance. And so pay attention to them dreams. Pay attention to whatever messages you're getting during meditation. And with meditation, you can meditate. It's so many ways to meditate. Write this stuff down. I would say do a protection candle as well for yourself. Also do a spiritual candle. It's a spiritual candle, but I like to call a psych candle also, because it brings all of your special gifts to you. That candle, when I adjust those candles for my clients, it brings, if you a vivid dreamer and that's how you receive your messages, it's going to become more clear. If you a psychic and that's how you receive your messages, it's going to become more clear. A medium, whatever, I would say do a candle like that as well, because that is going to also help you along the way in this process. And honestly, once you accomplish all of this and you start to make it a routine, especially with the prayer, the meditation, and everything like that, nothing can stop you at that point. You're going to feel so accomplished. You're going to feel so high, and not in you took drugs type of way. You literally are going to feel yourself elevate once you conquer your shadow self. Because everyone's battling demons. I get that. But however, when it comes to shadow work, once you actually conquer that, there's no demons for you to battle. And honestly, them demons come from traumas. Them demons come from past whatever. Once you actually accomplish that and you get that going, and you keep a routine for yourself, and you live positively and you speak positively and you have affirmations and you do all of these things, what these demons supposed to do? So when people come and try to send harm your way, this is why I love my shadow self. I love how me and my shadow self work, because when people try to send harm your way, you're going to instantly sense it. And not only that, it's kind of like, this is how I feel, I'm a little dramatic or whatever, and this is how I see it. But, when I sense that someone is trying to do something negative, or whatever, and I do a reverse candle, whatever I feel like I need to do, which is not really often, but when I do feel it, you know, I kind of feel like, have you ever seen, I'm pretty sure you guys seen the movie Princess and the Frog. So you remember when Voodoo Man was trying to find the frogs, and he sent his friends from the other side, which are the shadows, demons, or whatever, to go find them. I feel like that's what's been going, like that's what happens. Like my shadow self is like a shadow on the wall. I don't know what animal it is or whatever it is, but it goes to whoever that person was who was trying to cause me harm, and it do what it needs to be done. And you know, I don't, you know, have it to where people is in harm's way. So like I said, I'm a light worker. I do everything that's positive, even if it's a person who needs to stay away from you. I do it to where, you know, there's no harm. Like I'm not causing it. So whatever comes your way, or whatever comes that person's way who's trying to do you harm or who's trying to do whatever, that's what they deserve, because that's called karma, and on top of other stuff. And plus, you know, like I always tell people, your ancestors don't play about you. Your shadow self, once you got it mastered, don't play about you. So when people want to come and, you know, try to attack you, then, and you've been doing what you need to do, I mean, you can't, whatever happens, that's not it's out of your hands. And so, and I'm just being real here. So, you know, like I say, my mind is so like animated. That's what I really picture my shadow self is doing. When someone's trying to cause me harm, we so good in the game, my shadow self is like, okay, relax, I got this. And it somehow is a shadow on the walls and on the streets or whatever. I don't freaking know. But you know, that's how I picture my shadow self getting to it. So, like I say, the main number one thing, though, out of all of this is you conquering your demons at the end of the day. Because you can't elevate without doing that. You can't elevate from healing until you heal. You can't elevate until you actually conquer what your shadow self been dealing with. And then, like I said, once you do that, baby, you and your shadow self is good in the game. It's good in the game. So, you know, I keep saying routine so much in this episode because, like I say, it's a routine that you have to have. It's not something that you can do one and done and think it's okay. And that's technically not how that works. Anything, just think about it. Anything that you've done in life that you had to elevate in school in order for you to graduate, you had to have the routine of studying, homework, all of that. When it comes to, you know, working, if you want to get paid, you have to put in a routine of getting up, going to work, doing your job, and doing it over and over again every day until whatever. So it's the same thing with shadow work. You have to put in a routine of pray, meditation, healing your traumas, okay? You have to heal your traumas. So, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, my spiritual beings. Until next time, peace out. Also, before I go, let me rewind. My next episode will be about traumas. How to really so much heal traumas, what to expect from healing traumas, and it's okay to go through all those emotions again because you'll know when the next episode drops. But like I said, until next time, my spiritual beings, peace out. Thank you for listening.